people on the left said this is okay. Well, where do you think these kids get these fucking ideas? Somebody goes to a college to speak, and they're allowed to go and physically intimidate them and threaten them and attack them violently, and everybody in the media goes, well, that's good. And then something like this happens, and everybody's shocked that these kids think this is a great thing, that this is actually a justifiable thing to slaughter people like this. Yeah, so everybody, October 13th, they're saying is the day. I don't know what. It was funny is there's an article about Hamas, but if you scroll down, there's actually, it says master the steps to grow your career as a CFO. And then it says leadership, vision, confidence, management, strategy, teamwork. And I'm like, if Hamas is that organized, like I was like, if Hamas is actually that organized where they're like vision, confidence, management. But they're gonna recruit people. This is gonna be a global recruitment campaign. I'm just hoping, I'm a fan of less death, less war, less death, some type of negotiation, cooler heads prevailing eventually. I understand that Israel's got to go and respond. I understand that. But also we do have to think long game here. You know, what is this going to end up being? This is a region that is never going to be peaceful. It will never be peaceful. For as long as we're on Earth, it's probably going to be a volatile, combustible region forever. It's just a matter of how volatile, how combustible. Is it going to spill over into a world war? Some people were like, well, maybe Russia is trying to get Iran to bait the U.S. in a war. Trust me, a war is the best thing for our economy. It always has been. So anybody thinking that, I mean, I know people on Twitter writing that, people that think they know anything. I don't think Russia had to bait China. I could be wrong, but I don't know if Russia had to bait Iran into funding Hamas, who's been doing it for years, or I didn't know if Russia had to bait Hamas into doing something that I believe they've been planning for years and wanted to do for years and finally had the opportunity to do it. And a lot of people, an article just came out in the New York Times about why Israel's security system failed. This is one of the most secure places supposedly on the planet. And everybody's like, why the hell didn't this work? You know, Israel's military and espionage services are considered among the world's best, but on Saturday, operational and intelligence failures led to the worst breach of Israeli defenses in half a century. When anything like this happens, people immediately start thinking, is it a false flag in the sense, not is it a false flag, but was it allowed to happen? Was this allowed to happen? I don't know anything. I'm not suggesting that. I'm saying when something so good fails, people start going, hey man, why? Shortly before attackers from Gaza poured into Israel at dawn on Saturday, Israeli intelligence detected a surge in activity on some of the Gazan militant networks it monitors. Realizing something unusual was happening, agents sent an alert to the Israeli soldiers guarding the Gazan border, according to two senior Israeli security officials. But the warning wasn't acted upon either because the soldiers didn't get it or the soldiers didn't read it. Shortly afterward, Hamas, the group that controls Gaza, sent drones to disable some of the Israeli military cellular communication stations and surveillance towers along the border, preventing the duty officers from monitoring the area remotely with video cameras. The drones also destroyed remote-controlled machine guns that Israel had installed on its border fortification, removing a key means of combating a ground attack. So this is a very well-planned, well-executed attack. That made it easier for Hamas assailants to approach and blow up parts of the border fence and bulldoze it in several places with surprising ease, allowing thousands of Palestinians to walk through the gaps. These operational failures and weaknesses were among a wide array of logistical and intelligence lapses by the Israeli security service that paved the way for the Gazan incursion into southern Israel, according to four senior Israeli security officials who spoke on the condition of anonymity in order to discuss a sensitive matter and their early assessment of what went wrong. So they had a good day. This is Hamas having a good day. It all worked, you know? I mean, truly, that's what it is. It worked. You know, they had all these ideas and they didn't know if these things were going to work, but they actually worked. And it was obviously a bloody and terrible day. But for them, you know, when you are trying to pull off something on this level, the fact that all of these things happened and you didn't hit a snag anywhere is somewhat impressive. So now Israel's retaliating. Let's look at the Gaza Strip right now. Do you have a live Gaza Strip? Do you have anything live we can pull up? See where, because the Gaza Strip is not doing well. Israel's pounding it, obviously, because they are now trying to take out Hamas leadership. But, you know, they're going to take out